Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and like always, thank you so much for your support. Today we're going to be playing Magic Arena, and specifically, we're going to be running this mono red list through a gauntlet and see how it performs. The most notable thing is that we're giving Light Up the Stage up for Forbidden Friendship, and I don't know how I feel about it. I think Light Up the Stage is one of those key cards in the mono red list that allows you to either catch up or just get there by helping you find either burn spell or that specific card you need, just by enabling you to dig through your deck. So we will be giving that up for a little bit of early game aggression that synergizes better with Conclave and with Torbrand. However, I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know if it's going to be good or not, so we'll run it through this gauntlet and see how it performs. Keep in mind, this is after the bans and nerfs to Companions, and we also saw the bans on Agent of Treachery and Fires of Invention. But yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. Let's see how the deck performs. Also, down in the comments, let me know what you guys think about the bans. Were they justified? Do you think anything else should be banned that wasn't? Honestly, I am of the opinion that I am super happy that Agent has gone from the meta and that Fires is gone. It just creates a lot more opportunities for new decks for people to try out, and I feel like this is one of the more fun times to play Magic and shifts in the meta like this. So really excited to be playing right now. Pretty decent opener, a bunch of very aggressive cards, and our opponent is playing Yorion, so being aggressive early is going to work to our advantage, and it's looking like turn 1 Scorched Bitter into double haste creatures, but we'll see how it goes. And our opponent did mulligan down and scratch to the top. And our opponent trying to dig for answers now that he knows we're on mono red. So most likely looking for Shadow the Skies. 2 to the bottom, that is good for us. And double champion is gonna punish our opponent that much more. 6 damage coming in. Probably the most aggressive opener you can have, with the exception of maybe another champion, but still equates to 6. Actually would have been 7 because you would have been able to attack on turn 1. So second most aggressive opening we could possibly wish for here. So we will be making this unblockable. There's an argument to be made for playing a Grim Initiate there, so if he is able to shatter, then we have at least something on the board. But Charming Prince is going to be pretty annoying here. He does opt for Scrying, so that's good. And 2 to the bottom is also really promising for us. So I think we will just go ahead and attack here and threaten Castle. And by threaten, I mean activate. Alright, so our opponent very dangerous. Going to have to act here. He does find the shatter, but that is fine for us. And if we draw another land, we can castle and make it unblockable. But our opponent decides to throw in the towel. Very aggressive start for us. Very, very good. Against one of the more 50-50 matchups that we have. Jund is also not great. The Rakdos sacrifice, from my opinion, I think is also not great. But so far, so good. Let's keep going down the gauntlet and see how the deck keeps on performing. Didn't really get to test out Forbidden Friendship there, but we saw what Mono Red can do. So we do have a Forbidden Friendship, so turn 1 into turn 2. We do have quite, in my opinion, too many lands here. But yeah, we will try it out. If we find Planeswalkers, we'll be in a decent spot. If we find Torbrand, we'll also be in a very decent spot here. And let's see what our opponent is on. Blue. So I think Forbidden Friendship here is decent. Alright, so we're playing against the mono blue list, and our opponent does decide to trade. And that's probably one of the better things we could have gotten here. We'll go ahead and make this unblockable. And the turn for Torbrand is gonna be absolutely insane here. Unless he has the counterspell, which he probably does, and just on curve too. Pretty unfortunate. So this is going to be our sack outlet. Force him to have the counterspell so he can't interact on our turn. Nice. Kind of unfortunate though, would have really liked to have the Chandra there, but still. Less things that he can flash in. Not a problem. Only going down to 4 here. So Heartfire's lethal, Torbrand's lethal, and our opponent just scoops it up. Alright, so just a little bit more aggressive than our mono blue friend. And he was playing a bit defensive. Alright, pretty decent opener. We have 3 lands, we have the Chandra, and we have a strong first and second turn here. Playing against the Karuga deck. So it's going to be Scorch Spitter into double haste. If we draw another champion, we'll be in a pretty good spot. Our opponent shocking against a mono red deck. This turn is looking like it's gonna be an Acolyte. Alright, unfortunately he does have the Dispute. And if we draw land, it'll be Torbrand. If not, we will load up the board. What? Shocking. Very surprising. Does have the Mystic though, so not much we can do there. We will be holding back. Conclave is very much ideal here. Unfortunately, he does have it. And I think this is going to be a pretty tough spot for us to come back from. We'll need to either find a Torbrand or another Conclave. Fortunately, he had all the right answers at the perfect time, like that deck usually does. Please let me have this, friend. And that's gonna be some big boy damage coming in. No, it's not. Alright, but it looks like he's gonna have to draw an answer for next turn's Torbrand. We will be able to chump block here. So this is coming here. These two are gonna block there. That's... She has another wolf. And I think we can get away with blocking there as well. So our opponent needs to have a counter here, and we can win with Conclave, Heartfire, landing the Torbrand. Alright, so our opponent does go ahead and scoop it up. Very, very lucky on our part there. That could have gone south very quickly. Our opponent drew very, very well, but so did we, so pretty good game there. The luck was split out evenly, I must say. Alright, double Torbrand isn't something you want in your opening hand. However, we do have 3 lands, so if we draw one more, we can hit turn 4 Torbrand. So we will keep on that. And it'll be turn 1 initiate into turn 2 champion. Maybe we draw another. Alright, so pretty good opener versus him. We can just block his spitter. And he's playing the Steamkin variant. We do hit turn 4 Torbrand here, so that's very, very big for us. Annex is a little bit problematic here. And if he has the Embercleave here, we're in a lot of trouble. If he attacks in with everything, we'll know that he has it. Okay, so that's very good for us. That means he doesn't have it, and we'll be in a pretty good position to keep attacking here. And I think we do just take the 4 here. Yeah, I think we'll just take the 4. If not, we'll just give him 2 more dudes to be able to attack into us with. And versus mono red, I think we might be able to just get away with it. GG to our opponent, only having 2 blockers up. Pretty quick game if you ask me. Alright, so deck's running really well right now. Again, Forbidden Friendship instead of Light Up the Stage is the main difference here. And we did see a little bit of it that game and a couple games ago. So far it feels like you do have a little bit more aggression in the early games. We haven't seen too much of it play out with Conclave, but yeah, it seems to be working relatively well at the moment. And we do have the combo here. We also have a solid turn 1, so this does seem like we'll be able to keep. And it's looking like turn 1 initiate, turn 2 friendship. Alternatively, what is our opponent playing here? So, a couple things, a couple paths that we can take here. We can go champion into Dodger, setting up for Conclave next turn, and I think this is just more damage right now. And it looks like our opponent might be playing a little bit of a control deck variant, so we will go down the more damage route. And we will be playing Chandra into Conclave, and if we draw a land, we can also sneak in the Forbidden. Yeah, Chandra is one of the best things you can have right after a board clear, and we did luckily have it here. Opponent is shocking. Play on some type of 4-color control. So the question is, it does seem he is playing some type of control deck. We could play the Forbidden Friendship and the Conclave here and get in 4 points of damage. 5. And however, we risk Chandra getting countered next turn. But I think having Conclave is just going to be more important than having Chandra here, as this is going to give us sustainable damage versus them. So we do get 3 points of damage in. Next turn we'll be able to get at least guaranteed 3. And let's see if the Chandra sticks. And it does, so that goes very well for us.
Don't worry, I brought company.
And we'll be 1 damage off lethal here. Now, I don't think we Heartfire here, as we'll put our opponent onto what we're doing, and it also gives us a way to interact with something that is going to be difficult for us to deal with later on.
I do hope you make this battle exciting for me.
So our opponent is tapped out, very, very good for us. Can make 2 dudes here, make a sack 2 dudes, but either way, we should have this win in the bag. Sounds good, friend. We'll get rid of these 2.
They were a lousy servant anyway. Waste not, want not.
The reason we don't want to sack here is we won't have enough lethal, so we'll wait till this turn, attack with the 3, and then after the damage is dealt, we will have lethal. Actually, we would have had lethal anyways. I totally forgot about Conclave. Off the pings alone. GG. Doesn't matter where you sack here, the game's over. Alright, pretty good. 4 games up, 4 games down. Let's keep going through the gauntlet. This is where the gauntlet starts to get interesting. So, pretty good run so far. Deck performing very, very well. But yeah, man, I have to say it again. This is one of my favorite times to play Magic, when all the metagame is just in a complete state of disarray. There's new decks coming in, there's new decks going in and out. People are testing a lot of different things. You get to see a lot of cool new decks. It's a lot of fun. This is definitely one of my favorite times to play. 3 mana, we have our Tibble, and we do have some pretty good early game aggression, so this is a pretty easy keep.
responsibility. I've got time.
Chandra among the better things we could have drawn here.
I put a bunch in the brain. Hey, these little guys are great.
We will meet again.
So our opponent's starting to dig for answers. That's really good for us. One top, one bottom. So he found something. Looks like he might have been looking for lands to scry. One top. Another Graph Sticker's Cage isn't gonna do much against us. I think here we will Tibble, prevent him from gaining life.
The only thing to fear. Oh, they're so cute.
Hey, these little guys are great.
We're getting as much damage as we can. Opponent getting very low here. So if would have had lethal if he didn't have that there, but can't complain.
Hey, these little guys are great.
My assistants are painfully sore.
And I think we still managed to squeeze out lethal. GG to our opponent. Alright, pretty very aggressive start, very good curve, everything worked out well, and that definitely shows you the power of the deck. So pretty happy with how this is turning out. Okay, a little bit of a slower start, however we have very good curve, 1, 2 into 3. If we find another land, we'll have a Torban on 4, which is absolutely insane. So we'll definitely be able to keep this, and it looks like our opponent did have to mulligan down. We did end up finding our 4th land here, and we will be more than happy to offer trade. Opponent didn't attack in.
Anyone need a match? No, say hi to my fiery friends.
Question is, do we attack in? And honestly, I think we don't. We just wait for next turn. And we'll keep this back as a chump blocker, even though I think, yeah, this is just the best course of action here. Torbrand on 4 is going to be way too powerful to give up. So we'll try to protect our board as much as we can. And hopefully our Chandra survives, as she represents a recurring 6 damage with our Torbrand. Opponent thinking through his lines of play, but I have to imagine it involves trying to get rid of the Chandra here. And friend, I will be more than happy to do this. This is very ideal. We'll be able to leave Chandra defenseless, because we'll have another one next turn. And our opponent's under a lot of pressure coming into this turn. Questing Beast is not what we wanted to see though.
Time to sleep for a week.
However, we will be more than fine here. Plenty of lethal to go around.
Won't lie, I'm a pretty great fighter. Say hi to my fiery friends.
And GG to our opponent. And there you have it, guys. 7 games, 7 wins, the 7-0 gauntlet. The deck performed very, very well, better than I honestly thought it would have done. Maybe Forbidden Friendship is the right play, is the right call. We did see a lot more early game aggression with this deck than with the normal mono red list that runs the cycling card. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Cycling, sorry, light up the stage. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Would you run this list? Is there something you would change? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are awesome. Keep that in mind. And if you liked the video, if you learned something, please consider subscribing. Please hit the like button. It really helps the channel grow, and I greatly appreciate you guys again. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.